We're in the BMW i3s. I keep calling it the i3s Sport, but it's an i3s or the i3 Sport, whatever you want to call it. It's a very hectic day today. Just decided to do a little vlog. Just parked the car underneath a tree where there's shade. The day is already super weird because there is a farmer protest going on right now. And yes, I agree with the farmers because it has to do with the whole CO2 policy. And the farmers are getting riled up because if they have to adhere to the new rules and stuff like that, you're gonna pretty much kill farming as it is or as it stands in the Netherlands. I agree with the politics a little bit because the CO2 shit is destroying our earth. That's why I'm driving an electric car, not only because of that, because of the environment. I mean, I'm not better than anybody else. I just love this car for what it is, even though it's a BMW. But, you know, the problem with these farmers is that, yeah, I understand why they're pissed off and I kind of have to agree with them. But the problem is what they're doing right now is they're like riding on the street. They're not like really riding as we see at protests and stuff like that, or specific demonstrations from people who are against certain things. It's just that they're driving their tractors around on normal roads where they're not allowed to actually drive with those tractors 9 out of 10 times. And the other problem also is that they're just driving through red lights and stuff like that. They don't give a fuck about all the other people driving on the road, which I think is very self-centered, egotistical, and annoying as fuck. Pardon my French. But again, like I said, it's very busy on the road. Right now it seems to be cooled down a little bit, but when I just drove away from my hometown, there was like, I think maybe 50 of those tractors just driving around like absolute idiots. Meanwhile, in the BMW, we still have 140 kilometers to drive, or on the battery left. I'm driving an Eco Pro Plus right now because I'm not going to exceed the 80 kilometer or 90 kilometer mark where it's, you know, limited at right now. I do have this OBD2 plug with Bimmer code that I can use to also code in some stuff, which is really cool. But yeah, we are on our way actually to a skate park because I've been sitting inside the house for a very long time, and I actually wanted to go out and go to a skate park that's underneath a highway construction thing, a highway bridge. Oh my god, we have somebody in front of us who does not know the way here apparently. And yeah, that's going to be at least a spot in the shade, which is cool. We've got the Osmo Pocket 2 right now on the dash. I used it with a suction cup mount, and it's also using the wide angle lens because I wanted to see how much space we have here on the footage when I go back home and you know, cut it, paste it, and upload it to YouTube. So yeah, meanwhile, I'm just talking. I might cut this down a little bit shorter. I might just keep this all in, this rambling, because we're not at the skate park yet. Hopefully. I hope those antisocial people who sit there at night, drink beers and stuff like that, haven't made a mess, that there's not glass or whatever anywhere, because I have not skated in years. And I just wanted to see how this would go with the camera and everything. So yeah, in the meantime, I've been thinking a lot about the BMW i3s that I'm driving currently. I still love it a lot. I think it's super relaxed, super chill, super cool that I can drive this car and then go back to my shed, and then, or in the garage I mean, and in the garage I can just put it on the charger, on the granny charger, which is the slow ass charger, but it works fine. It takes about 18 or 19 hours depending on the temperature and stuff like that as well, to get it fully charged. But it's a breeze. I do have a drop that I can use for charging, fast charging, stuff like that. It costs me money, so every single time I use the drop, or the how do you say that? The credit card for fast charging, let's call it that. If I use the credit card for fast charging, I have to pay 29 cents without the VAT, to say it like that. So it's going to be 35 cents or something like that for me to pay every single time I charge the car up. And then of course the kilowatt hours generated by the fast charger, which is what I'm going to pay for as well. So normally you can get this car full in like an hour or so, because at the end, at around like 80 to 90% of the battery's capacity is gonna peak, and then at that 80 or 90% it's gonna dive down and it's gonna take it really slow. It's gonna go to almost like a trickle charge, so that takes up a lot of time. I did forget my Steam Deck. I wanted to use my Steam Deck as well to see how that is when I'm charging the car, but maybe we're not charging the car today at a fast charging point. We might just go and drive towards the skate park, and that's that. Oh, actually should not have gone through here, but we'll take the scenic route. Who gives a shit? So yeah, this is nice shade in the trees. We can open the windows up a little bit. I've been thinking a lot about the BMW i3s, and the funny thing is I'm still driving on the drift tires in the back. So I still have the smaller sized winter wheels on the back. The car has not given me any problems whatsoever regarding the yaw sensor. You know, when it goes a little bit like that, normally it always starts being aggressive in the menu or whatever. It hasn't done that yet, which is absolutely perfect. I did pump up the back tires to 3.2 or 3.3 bar or PSI, I don't know how you call it, but we call it bar. And yeah, it seems to work out really well. My girlfriend has used the car a couple of times to drive to her work, even in the rain. That's what I really like about this car. I don't necessarily have to swap out the rear tires, even when they almost don't have any more tread on them left. So one of the the super things that I like very much is the fact that, like I said, the car is super grippy, and I can even chuck the car in a specific corner with like 100 kilometers an hour, even with the skinny back tires that are actually pumped up for drifting and also don't have spacers on the back. So the car is actually kinda set up to do drifting, but the car handles itself really well, and that's what I love about this. It's really, really interesting. I personally think that electric cars are the future, in the sense of, if you can make it super sporty and you can race with it but also can drift with it and maybe do rally stuff like that, it's just really amazing. Like, look at the Tesla platform where you have all-wheel drive, and then you can even turn it into drift mode where it almost throws everything almost at 100%. I think it's less though, but almost 100% to the back wheels, which is really crazy. And yeah, there are so much things that are like super plus-sided on these things. Let's see, where the fuck do I have to go, because everything has changed here. What else do I like so much about it? Just the fact that it's so readily available. You don't have to do anything with oil. You just have to check your brakes, you have to check your tires, and your washer fluid, your window wipers, your window wipers. I don't know, you know what I'm talking about. And of course, the other part, the negative part about it, is that there's almost no tuning that you can do with the car. You can do a lot of stuff through Bimmer code, but there's not like aftermarket parts that you can buy for this. You have the AC snitcher pack, which is really freaking cool, but it's way too much money for what it is. I mean, lowering springs and stuff like that. I actually might buy a specific coilover set for this car, Megan Racing coilovers, to make the car even more stiff than it already is for drifting, to make everything a little bit more how do you say, I don't know the word, but where you feel like it's more, like you can handle it more, predictable. That's what I'm talking about. See, I'm having difficulties right now, and I still need to wake up, even though it's still like 10:15 in the morning, and I already woke up since 6. But yeah, again, like I said, really cool stuff. You put the car at home, you check the temperature. When it's warm, of course, the car is already better functioning. So especially if you leave the car even in the sun, I think that's even better for the battery pack, because it does get a little bit of heat from that, I think, from the heat outside. Of course, when it's cold, it's going to be very shitty with the battery pack, which is normal because everything works better when it's heated, or in this case, the battery. So yeah, really cool stuff. You just go out, you turn it on, you drive, you have full power. It's really cool pulling out all the cars at the stoplights, like being sure you're in a specific situation you can get yourself out of very quickly, which is absolutely perfect. That's what I love very much about this car. the practicality and the use of it every day, everything that you can do, music stuff, the DAB radio, navigation, the camera and the bumper. It's pretty much a lazy man's car, but on the other hand, it's still like a lot of fun to drive because it's like a little rocket ship. And you know, I do miss a turbo sound or a supercharger sound and just the rawness of a petrol or gasoline powered car. But then again, this is just so cheap, and of course the main reason now with those stupid gasoline prices just being so extremely high, it's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not for that shit. It's €2.50 almost, and I remember even a while back, I remember like the day of yesterday, I said to my girlfriend at a specific shop, I said, I just don't want to pay gas money anymore because first of all, I don't have the money for it, and second of all, it's so expensive. Christ, we really need to be careful because there's always a lot of crap here on the floor. But anyway, we're at the skate park now, which is cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm just really happy with the car, and it works really well. And I'm also super happy that we were able to drift test it, because that makes it so much more fun. I actually think my trucks are too loose. So the problem is, I actually have rails, and I've never skated with rails before, so I don't know what's gonna happen if I do a rock to fakie. So yeah, it's been a long time though. Long time ago since I ever did this again. Still need to get my legs a little bit warm. Oh, I really don't know what the sound is going to be like, but we'll have to wait and see. And having my glasses on is annoying as well, because there's nice shade here. Let's see if I can still drop in though. So much crap everywhere. First try. Oh man, I really wanted to do that. Don't feel comfortable yet in my shoes, in my board. Oh no. I see that my my rubbers are already screwed up. Look. They're completely fucked. I want to try and get an axle stall, but I don't know if I can from here. Ooh. Well, we did get an axle stall, so that's pretty cool. Again, I haven't skated in like forever, so all right, let's drop in once more. All right, we'll see if this is gonna work. And since the back rubber or my back thingamajig is fucked up, on my thing. It sounds really nice though, the bigger one. Okay, so technically we should also be able to drop in on the big one. Speed wobble seemed to be fine, but this might kill me as well. Okay, so this is going to be scary. Again, I haven't done this in a long time. Let's see how big it is. I think it's going to be at least 180. Yeah, it's pretty much, I am 180, like 1 meters and 80 centimeters, so. Oh boy, this has been a long time. Let's see if we can pick our place. Hopefully this is gonna work. And if I die, well, at least we have it on camera. Go away, fly. Oh boy. Still happy that I got it, especially first try. Still got ollies. Don't know for how long. I got these rowlies that I dug up from my closet, but they still seem to work. All right, let's take another shot right here on the side. Again. All right, let's do that again. And not die. Do another little kick turn. You know, not to jinx it, but I guess I still got it. I guess I still got it a little bit. I actually want to go try board slide, but problem is I have not done that again. Same exact excuse for years now. So all right, so first of all, there's a lot of debris here, like a lot of wood chips, tree chips, insects, things that can make you go pop in your face, things that make you go boom boom, break your neck, things that make you can go ah like a scorpion. And like I said, I've got rails. This is the first time I got rails. I never skated with those before. Okay, seems to be waxed in reasonably. Okay, you know what? Let's just fucking send it. If I die, then we got it on video. Okay, it's easy to pop on, but I feel that I'm getting tired already because my physique is not that great. I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm old. So let's just try that again. There's glass here too. See that now at the exact moment right here. A lot of glass, little rocks, fucking smoke shit. Band-aids, lots of other crap. Whatever, man. Okay, the problem is I feel it as my right foot doesn't want to commit. My right foot does not want to commit. Okay, this is good speed. All right, as you can see there, I stood on my board while sliding it for a nanosecond, which means we are getting somewhere. The sand is not making it easier as well. The camera really doesn't want to tilt down, does it? Alright, so I got my rowlies on, which are absolutely smashed already. I mean, they're discolored, so that's why I use them. Still very good shoes. Always been a big fan of rowlies. I think I've had 5 or 6 pairs, maybe even more, maybe even 8. We got our P-Rod deck, so it's primitive from Paul Rodriguez. We got a Volcom sticker there. Thunder trucks, don't remember this, blind wheels, and normal hardware and some rails. So yeah, and some diamond grip tape. I actually don't know why I chose that. I did do a reasonably good job on the putting the line in there, which is nice. All right, let's see what we can do. My legs still feel like jello. Okay, I was on longer. I know how John Hill feels when he's skating and trying to get everything out of it. And let's try it again. All right, we were on there again. This is a video that's called Road to Boardslide. Leave it in the comments down below how much or how many times you think we're gonna have to try to land it. If I'm even gonna land it today. Should have committed to the landing, would have had it. Could have been a shorter day. Damn, son. There's some difficult shit. Getting old and fat, lugging all that extra weight around. Oh, that was so ugly. Oh, we got it. Oh boy. Whew. Man. All right, so let's see if we can clean it up. Oh, that was like really ugly. Because when you get on the end and you're not committing and you're going too slow, you're gonna put your back left wheel against the pipe. Funny thing is, I'm feeling my back already. I'm feeling my left shoulder and my left boob, my bicep. It's a good workout, but for somebody like me who is on a lot of medication, it's not a lot of fun. Squeeze me. All right, this is for all the haters out there. Almost. Kickflip took me a lot longer. Oh man, so ugly again. Look. Pretty funny how it's kind of a duality shot, because right exactly where I need to land it, there's like a shadow mark going into the sun, like I'm being relieved of my duty. Oh boy, and my asthma's playing up too, so that makes it a lot more difficult as well. But yeah. All right, again, commitment. Oh, it didn't help that there was a fucking rock right as I was about to fucking land it. Either it was a rock or it was a little bit of glass. This shit sucks, man. People need to clean this crap. I think it was that one right there. Man, those little pebbles and shit, man. Pebble tech. It can kill you. Like, for real. Oh, again, this was probably one of the better ones, but it wasn't that great. Ah, ugly again, son of a bitch. All right. I need to get off the edge quicker, so I need to go faster. Okay. All right, let's just do one more for good measure. Man, you know, it feels good. It feels good to relive those days when you were only doing this, but damn, son. Still glad I got a little bit of manual left in me, or wheelies as I like to call them, because I think when you manual, you actually do an ollie first. So an ollie plus a wheelie equals a manual. If you're just on flat ground and you don't pop anything, I think it should be called a wheelie. Leave your comments down below if you agree with that or not. All right, let's try to do this again. It was solid. All right, right here. Okay, that was, again, not perfect, but at least I committed to that and feeling better about committing. I do have to say that I really like rolling around like this and talking to you guys, the viewer, but we're gonna have like a crap ton of video already, so let's try to make it short. Oh, I already felt that was gonna be ugly as fuck. Those rails though, I really thought it was gonna be a big ass learning curve to skating with rails, but I'm actually happy that it's not been that difficult. Plus I always like the mall grab, so fuck all the haters. Oh, again, that was not great, but we're gonna leave it at that. All right, so long story short, we've been out with the BMW. We went to the skate park, did some board slides, and tried to get into our little bit of a you know, old-fashioned groove. And we're gonna sign off right here, so please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more of this stuff, me going out when there's shade and doing some tricks and just driving around with the BMW i3s. Maybe doing some coding videos in the future, if I don't forget. Long story short, see you guys in the next video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Please support my channel. Please support me so I can do more of these things. And thank you so much.